Hey everyone, and welcome. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is going to be a 15-minute guided breathwork and meditation session. The kind of meditation we're going to be practicing today is called So-Hum meditation. This is one of the first ever styles of meditation that I tried, and it really opened me up to how accessible, how calming meditation can really be. So if you're landing here, clicking on this video, perhaps considering if meditation is for you, or perhaps feeling somewhat intimidated or uncomfortable with the practice or idea of meditation, just know that this can be a really great place to start. What So-Hum essentially translates into in its essence is I am that, or that I am, or I am pure consciousness or awareness, or pure consciousness or awareness is me. So as you are practicing this gentle mantra of So-Hum with the breath, consider which message feels most resonant or aligned for you. Perhaps you only sit with the word So-Hum, or maybe you practice I am and consciousness or awareness or that. So you can choose kind of how you are receiving and expressing the message here, the mantra. And to practice this, we're going to be following the gentle rhythm of our breath. So this is a very steady, slow, patient form of breathwork and meditation, following, again, your natural rhythm. And when you inhale, we're going to think of the word so, or I am. And when you exhale, you're going to think of the word hum, or that, or consciousness, or awareness. So it's inhale so, exhale hum. And as we explore this together, you'll find that the mind is going to want to think about different things. That's just what the mind wants to do. But the beautiful thing about this mantra, aside from the essence of it, is in how it reminds us that our thoughts are temporary, and it guides us back to this steady, focused, calm center. So anytime you find that the thoughts are wandering or perhaps pulling you elsewhere other than where you are right now in your practice, that gentle breath work and inviting mantra can center you anytime. I think it's a common misconception that meditation is this practice of just being completely absent of thought, totally calm and neutral all the time in the practice. But really, I encourage you to consider your practice of meditation, yes, one of centering yourself and kind of arriving with an intention of focus, but of also meeting yourself with grace and just stepping back onto the path whenever you find yourself perhaps being led away by a certain thought or narrative. Anytime in your practice, you can always restart, recenter, and it's this continuing of showing up and this intention, this mindful practice of stepping back onto the path, recentering over and over again, even if our attention wavers a little bit. So be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and stay curious about what shows up for you in this practice. And there are going to be days where sitting in stillness and practicing your mantra, practicing your breath work and your meditation is going to come with ease. And then other days, it may feel a little bit stickier. It may take a little bit more time to really soften into the practice. So just know that there's no one correct way to be here and experience your breath work and your meditation practice. So we'll begin just with a moment to move around a little bit. I'll guide us through a little vinyasa to cultivate this connection with the breath and this awareness of body and the space that we're in right now. So we'll start with the backs of the hands resting on the thighs. And if you haven't yet propped yourself up, go ahead and grab a pillow or a blanket. I'm using a blanket here folded up beneath my sit bones just to elevate your seat, and this will create a little bit more softness in your lower body, a little bit more length and support for your upper body as well. So once you've found your prop of choice, we'll meet with the palms open, the backs of the hands resting on the thighs. And allow your gaze to soften to one point or let your eyes close fully. Begin to guide your awareness to this very space and this very shape that you're in. Begin to tune in to what you can sense and feel here in the body and the breath. Just start to follow that natural, gentle flow of breath as it moves through the body. And feel free to express it any way that you like. That could be with a sigh or a hum. With your next breath in, open your palms a little bit wider, stretch through the fingertips, and gently press the heels of your hands forward. And as you exhale, let your elbows and your hands soften back to center. And we'll do that a few more times. As you inhale, stretch through the arms, open up the palms. Exhale, arms soften. Good. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This time as you inhale, sweep your arms overhead, reach tall through your fingertips. And exhale, gather the hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra. The palms gently rest against one another in front of the heart. We'll do that again. Inhale, sweep wide and up. Exhale, hands return to heart center. A gentle press of the fingertips into one another. Good. To take that 2 more times, following your own rhythm here. And again, we're just getting familiar with the breath, welcoming a greater sense of ease in breath and body. Good. As you inhale, lift the arms again. And as you exhale, interlace your fingertips, start to press your palms up toward the ceiling. You can keep as much of a bend in your elbows as you'd like here. Stay anchored through your seat. As you inhale, find a little bit more lift up through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, press your hands in front of you, hug your chin to your chest, and tuck your navel to your spine like a little cat shape and seated. As you inhale, we'll reach up again, lift the arms, open up the front of the body. And exhale, press the hands in front of you, hug chin to chest, hug navel to spine. 2 more. Shoulder blades retract as you inhale. Shoulder blades protract as you exhale, creating space across the back of your heart. Good. Last one. And this time as you inhale, reach the arms overhead, release your bind, and exhale, sweep your hands down to the floor. Just give yourself a chance to pause. We'll meet again with hands resting on the thighs in the lap. And having just moved the body a little bit, we'll dive deeper into stillness. So if you've landed here and you feel like you can take some little adjustments to get just a fraction more comfortable, go ahead and do so. And we'll meet again with a soft gaze or closed eyes. Allow the palms to rest down here on your thighs. And bring your awareness to your root or the base of your spine, where you can feel the earth, the mat supporting you. From the base of the spine, take a sip in. Let that breath in journey up toward the crown of the head. And as you exhale, let the exhalation trickle back down to the base. So again, inhale, breath rises up along the length of the spine to the crown. Exhale, breath softens back down. And start to find your own rhythm here. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And we'll start to incorporate our mantra here. Inhaling, breath rises up, so. Exhale, breath softens down, hum. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. Smoothing out your own cadence here. And there's no rush with the breath, and there's no hurry as you repeat the mantra softly to yourself. Just riding the wave of each breath, each inhalation and exhalation, and each part of the mantra, giving your full awareness to it, dedicating yourself to this practice. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. leaning into it, softening into it, the flow of breath and mantra, centering your awareness, connecting you to this space within. Calm and steady, spacious and light. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. Guide your awareness to the space behind the eyes as you take a handful more rounds of your mantra and breath practice. Release the mantra after your next exhalation. And soften into a natural flow of breath. Your awareness still resting the space behind the eyes, observing what is present here. Let's share a deep sip in through the nose. And let it all go with a sigh or a hum. As you inhale, sweep the arms overhead again. And exhale, gather the hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra with the head bowed to the heart. Honoring this spaciousness within you. Honoring this steady and calm center within you that is always present, always waiting to be remembered. We'll start to slowly rub the palms together, quickening the pace once the movement gets more familiar, creating a bit of heat in the hands. And when you feel that heat in your palms, rest your palms over your eyelids. Let the cheeks and the lips soften. And start to blink your eyes open slowly, letting your gaze adjust to the light in the room. Thank you so much again for spending this time with me. I hope you enjoyed your Soham meditation and breathing practice, and I hope we'll be able to practice together again soon. Namaste.